Yeah? Oh my goodness. Oh, you all wiped out? How about you? You tired? You tired? So we just got finished with our walk where we shot yesterday's video talking about adoption of adult shepherds. So if you didn't see that, definitely check it out. You can see them running around the yard acting like fools. You can get some good information. Might even get a head tilt or two. Head tilt or two. Oh, good boy. Head tilt. Now, since the pups are wiped out, it seems hardly fair to take them anywhere right now. Jeez, Enzo. Make them do anything just for your sole entertainment purposes. But have no fear. Got plenty of park trips that I've recorded, including this one from just a couple days ago. Ha, you blinked first. Ha 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 ha. Hope you enjoyed the video. The enemy is here. We must prepare. All right, we know there's another dog here because we know that truck. So, gonna be prepared. Impromptu training lesson. There's the enemy. You. Lotus. Heel. Just a good boy, Lotus. Boy, sit. Oh, you boys did really well. Well, Enzo, I pretty much expected that, but Lotus, you did a good job. Break. Now, obviously, so basically we did it like 4 times, well twice. There, back, there, back. 1 for the practice, 2 to get different camera angles. But I can say, because in the edit, obviously you don't know if I'm editing anything out, but I can say that Lotus did not make so much as a peep. He glanced over a couple times. He was like, nah, not interested. Good boy, Lotus. Now, does that mean he's not reactive anymore? Absolutely not. It simply means that his bubble is getting bigger, it's expanding. A year ago, he would have barked at that puppy, or as a puppy, he would have barked at that dog nonstop the entire time. I don't know, nonstop, but he would have barked a lot. Didn't matter if they were halfway in the field or all the way across the field. If he could see him, he was gonna bark. Now, I mean, Lotus, come here. Lotus, come. Good boy, break. Don't want you to get peed on. That time, I mean, at one point, they were only not even halfway across the field from us, so, and he was on the same side. There was nothing, I wasn't like blocking his view or Enzo or anything. He knew he was there. I mean, he's not dumb. He always knows when something is there. So trust me, he knew it. And not one single bark. Not before, not after, not during. Super proud of you, Lotus. Lotus, you did a good job. Lotus, you good boy. You did a good job. You did a good job, buddy. You pup pro. It's warm enough that the ground's still wet. It's cold enough that my fingers hurt. Just the right amount. Heel. Break. Sit. Oh, good sit. Break. Oh boy. Well, the park is now empty. I'm gonna let the pups have their fun, and you guys can enjoy watching. This way. Gonna get it? You gonna get that stick? Pivot! 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 Well, now what? Now what you gonna do? Heel. Oh, boys, let's keep. I know you see the other shepherd. It's just another pup. Meanwhile, sit. Break. Lotus. Uh-oh. Boys, we've been here too long. We got attracted by the stick. We've been here too long. Time flies when you're having a good time with the stick. Heel. What is wrong with people? Have some sense. And we're out there in the middle of the field. They're running around like fools, barking and all this stuff. At what point in your mind do you think that's where I should take my dog to throw a frisbee without a leash? I don't know. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm wrong. I just feel like, you know, there's a whole nother field down here too, mind you. It's like we're up there playing in that field. Why don't you go play in the other field? Like, why would you do that? And it's not like he's new or something and has never seen us here before. I've seen him lots of times, and not once have I ever said, like, hey, our pups should play together. Watch out. Watch out. I don't know. We were leaving anyway, so I'm not too worried about it, but had we just gotten here, I'd be a little annoyed, actually. I'm like, what if we were planning to play fetch? You know? It's like, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about people. We kind of lost track of time. Lotus was in charge of the clock. He failed. This is long overdue. Yeah, long overdue. Keep them marked, makes it easier. This part can get submerged because obviously they can wear it in water. I just don't like to. I dipped a little bit of it in there just to kind of get it wet, but a few Q-tips, get under here. Last but not least, their little road ID tag. They are chipped, but it has their information on it, their name, our address, our phone number, and their chip ID. anything should happen. Just a little thing that goes on their collar. Other side has all the information. Now you can probably see the spots in the band where it was so that you know, but in the future I'd probably make like a little pen mark, so make it easier to line it back up. But should be good. We'll do a test fit, make sure it still lines up in the right spot, make sure I don't have to adjust the line any, but otherwise, nice and clean finally. Oh yeah, looks good. Looks good. Oh no, don't worry, I got it. No need to help. No, it's all right, you're tired. You had a good walk. No, you're fine. All right, I generally stay out of laundry choices, but I did convince the wife that if she wants her fancy Tide Febreze thing, maybe we should buy something a little more economical for the pups. This is literally half the price of this. It's just for your pup towels. They just wipe your paws and stuff. They don't need to smell all that amazing. I'm sure this still smells perfectly fine. Yeah, definitely want extra power with pup towels. So we need all the power we can get. We need it all. We need it all. Now, the other day when we had a delivery, you noticed that I pulled this gate out, which is linked below if you guys want to check it out, and covered this entire span here because I had no idea when that delivery was coming and I didn't want them to keep their collars on. This one, I'm pretty sure it's going to be soon. All right, well, I can be sure I won't miss the doorbell and the delivery. I can also pretty confidently say that no matter what time of day it comes, it will always come while I'm in the shower. I don't have to worry about missing knocking on the door or ringing the doorbell because, trust me, I will be notified. All right, FedEx did not come while I was in the shower. I was secretly hoping that it would so that I could move on with my day, but that's okay. It gives us a moment to talk about something really important when you get a pup from a breeder, or if it's an adult pup, whatever. You take possession of a new dog. Once you hand them the money and you take possession, it is yours. Now, I'm not a lawyer. Lotus is in pre-law, but pre-law is still not a lawyer. So always check, your local laws and states and everything. But generally speaking, a pup or dog is seen as property. Now, we may treat them as loved ones, but in the eyes of the law, they are property. You property? You got the properties? Yeah. So with that, once you buy them, you own them. That breeder cannot tell you you need to do anything. So one of you reached out to us, and I'm not going to go into a lot of the details or obviously who they were or anything, but the short version is the breeder asked them to bring the pup back, claiming, I don't even honestly know. The wife was the one that told me the story. Because as you know, she does most of our messages. And, I think under the premise that they were concerned about the puppy, maybe because of some of the other litter mates or something. And they said, hey, bring it on by. Let us have our vet take a look at it. We'll cover the cost and everything. And this was their first puppy. They just got him a couple days ago. They didn't know any better. Or, well, I shouldn't say any better, but they were like, okay, yeah, I mean, that seems reasonable. And so they did this. And then the breeder didn't want to give him back. The breeder started asking questions about what vet they were using. Guys, seriously? I don't want lamb chop. Started asking questions about like what vet they were using. The breeder said they didn't like that vet. They wouldn't give the pup back unless they agreed to use a different vet and agreed to use like some special food and like all this crazy stuff. And regardless, like really what it came down to is I think the breeder just didn't want to give him back. Now, I believe that most breeders have nothing but good intentions. I also believe that breeders are not getting rich doing this. So in most scenarios, they really do love the pups. But this is one of those isolated incidents where I do think that the breeder was running some sort of scam, maybe had done this before, where it gets people to bring the pups back and then won't give it back to them. People don't know what to do or something, or who knows what weird stuff, to the point that basically then the breeder can maybe sell the puppy again or something. That's a good way to increase profits, and sell everything twice. I don't know what the thought process is. Long story short, they had to get the state troopers involved. They did get the puppy back. Everything's good. But I just wanted to remind you all that they are yours. A good responsible breeder is going to ask you some questions to make sure you're aware. They won't, like I said, I believe most of them are good people. I believe they do this because they love the animals and they want to see that they're cared for. So it's pretty typical for a breeder to ask you questions like, okay, do you have like a vet visit scheduled? If not, you need to get one. You need to get these shots and kind of go over that stuff. But at the end of the day, once you hand them the money and they hand you the puppy, you can do whatever you want. It's yours. It is no longer up to them for anything. Now, certainly if you have questions and you trust them and you want, well, hopefully you do trust them because, you got your puppy from them and you want to ask them questions or their opinions, by all means. But at the end of the day, it's your puppy and it's your responsibility. So what I would always say is if you got questions, once you leave there, just talk to your vet. Did we calm down finally? Jeez. I think this is bad. Wait till FedEx gets here. So no FedEx. Moving on to lunch. I am actually cooking this time. Nothing fancy. Just burger. Gonna pair it with some leftover fried potatoes. Yeah. Oh, did you need drink? Oh, wow, you didn't spill any. That's good. Yeah, that's good. This bowl is amazing. It's not magic. They will still spill. It does take it down a lot. Well, since we're talking about it, I hadn't planned to, but the way this works is it has this little thing in here that floats. That way there's only so much water that can come up at once. Now, there's a lot of these like on Amazon. I bought several of them because I kept getting ones where this middle piece didn't come apart, so you couldn't really clean it. The reason I like this one and kept this one is I can completely disassemble it and put it in the dishwasher and clean it. Before people even ask, link below. Come. Sit. He didn't make me sign for it. Oh man, I don't know. I was trying to hit record as quick as possible. So I don't know how much of that you guys saw. He was like, nah, I'm good. Yep, another new computer. Taking the other one back. There's nothing wrong with the other one. I just wanted to spec it myself, and you couldn't do that if you buy it like locally. For those of you who care about this sort of stuff, this is the 16-inch i9 base configuration, so 2.3 gigahertz. Does have 32 gigs of RAM, and the 550M Radeon Pro with 8 gigs of VRAM graphics card, and still the standard 1 terabyte hard drive. Man, this thing's frozen. You get a power cord and power brick, Apple stickers. That's pretty much it. B&H has a pretty phenomenal deal going on this particular configuration. It was like $200 or $300 off. And then if you use their credit card, which mind you is terrible interest rate, they credit back the tax. So I got like another $180 off. Obviously you don't want to carry that. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That's nice. All right. Get on the internet, restore from Time Machine. We'll be up and running in no time. Well, I will be. Pups, they've gone back off duty. But I have to work. It's okay, it's just skateboarders. Lotus. Get your ball. Get your ball. Get your ball. Where's your ball? Get your ball. Lotus, buddy, come on. Enzo! What was that? Why you do that? Now you knew I wanted you to bring that. Go get your ball. Enzo, come. Really don't like the skateboard, do you? How mad are we getting? Oh my gosh. Seriously? Wow. I had not intended on them getting muddy. I had not even really intended on playing fetch. It's just the park is crazy busy for some reason. What we gonna do? It's gonna take me a half an hour to wipe you down now. Well, I'm gonna do this a couple more times. Stop leaving it on purpose because you don't want to give it up. He's doing that on purpose. Wow. Oh my. Oh my goodness.